As some of you know, I've been learning Irish for about 5 years now, and I have a learning difference that makes seeing letter combinations and knowing how to read them tricky, essentially sounding things out. So, for instance, this word in Irish is K, it means who, and it took me several hours with a teacher to be able to see the letter combination and then know it says K. And even now, when I see this written, I get nervous. It's created a bit of a fear response in me, the process of having to learn it that way. So I've been looking for another way to learn something outside a traditional standard teaching model. And last year, I had the honor and privilege of seeing a Squamish language accelerated program. And the moment I thought I was hooked, I could see how learning in a play-based situation and an immersive situation just had exponential potential for learning. So I looked for an organization that would teach me the same way. And I found a group down in the States called Language Hunters, and they teach in Irish. So I've been working with one of their teachers, Brian, for about 4 months now. And honestly, it's blowing my mind. Like the amount that I've gained in the last 4 months with him is really inspiring, and the potential of it is incredible. And part of the class is you teach others. And so about a couple weeks ago, I put it out there saying that I would offer to teach folks. And the feedback I got was that it's tricky for people to find time in their schedules. So Brian and I have started to record our lessons, and they're going to be free online. I'll put a link below. And then you can watch them at your own time, however it works for you. So I invite you to join my classes with Brian and learn Irish with us. Now, in these classes, we're going to learn through play and copycatting. You'll never have to rely on your memory, and before you feel stuck or nervous, one of us will jump in to give you the right answer or phrase. As I said, it's an accelerated learning tool. So unlike traditional teaching models where you'll memorize verbs and nouns and grammar rules, we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to play together, developing our Irish brain the way we would have as children. We'll start by teaching you the questions you need to get your needs met. Who, what, where, which, and how many. We won't use much English, if any at all. Instead, we'll rely on the situation and a contract sign language to give you all the information you need to understand what's going on. Now, the contract sign we use is a combination of ASL and ISL. It'll help us in 2 ways. Firstly, some of the gestures convey meaning, so misha, tassa, and that will help you understand the situation. And secondly, by using our hands and involving our body, it's going to deepen our learning and our integration of the language. So one of the really cool things about the contract sign is that sometimes if you forget a word, when you see this gesture, it pops into your mind, like your body remembers. A few weeks ago, I was learning the word mala drima, and the gesture for drima is this. And I couldn't remember it, but then as soon as I went this, I suddenly thought, oh, it's drima. I know exactly what that word is. So by avoiding English, what we're doing is we're building an Irish world inside of our minds, one that exists outside the bounds of English. And we're not really learning a translation of English, but rather how to express ourselves in Irish as it relates to the world around us. And the key to this way of learning is to play, to have fun with it, embrace the silly, enjoy the missteps in the process of learning. There's no fear or shame or judgment, and you won't need to memorize or think your way out of a situation. Just copy everything we're saying, and one day you'll find you know all the words you need to get your needs met. And if we ever get a chance to learn together, I cheer a lot and will clap for you, and Brian gives warm congratulations. So, how is this going to work? Well, the link below will take you to a Google Drive folder where there's several lessons. In each folder, there's going to be a video of a lesson where Brian is teaching me a series of questions. Watch each video 3 or more times, and when you watch it the first time, don't expect to understand what's happening. It's all in Irish. Instead, be curious and copy what's being said. Don't worry if you say it right. You're learning new sounds, and some of the muscles you need to make those sounds aren't developed yet. In fact, in a lot of those videos, you're going to hear me saying something wrong as I'm building up the muscles I need. This is all part of the process. In a few of the folders, there'll be 2 videos, one in which I've learned the game and I'm also teaching you, and another in which I'm learning. So you'll get to see what it looks like when I'm learning and when I make a mistake and my comfort at looking silly. I make a lot of faces when I learn, and I cheer for myself when I get it right. In each of the video, there's also a PDF transcript and an audio file, so you can listen to the words and see how they're spelt. Feel free to read these or not. I've played around with being illiterate, and I'm not really sure what I like the most. I think for me, I prefer to learn how to speak before I learn to read, and not at the same time. So do what's best for you. Play around and see what you like. And that's the whole point. Like, let's play, have some fun, and learn Irish along the way. Oh, and if you want to get a bit of a teaser about what's possible in your language journey, watch the video Race to the Party. In it, it shows you how far I've gotten in my 9 hours of learning in this model. At about the 3.5-minute mark, much of the vocabulary is new to me. I've only said those words once before, as we played just before we recorded, so you'll get to see what it looks like as I'm learning and how quickly you can learn once you hit a certain amount of language knowledge. You'll also see what it looks like when I'm lan de bail. I'm completely full to my mouth and my brain starts to short circuit. So I hope you enjoy these videos, and I'm excited to see what we learn together. Slán go fóill.